Okay, so ayun, take two. Take two, walang audio yung kanina. Ayan, so dito tayo sa auditing ng intangible. Tapos meron ako ditong cheat sheet or yung cheat sheet or yung mga parang kailangan ng tandaan. So, medyo picturean ko lang kasi to, so kaya ganito yung tsura niya. So, una, overall, ang mga in-expense immediately agad ay ang mga startup organization cost tulad ng mga stock certificate fees, cost, or more on about launching ng bagong company or launching ng bagong patent. Okay, expense sila usually immediately. And then next, any training cost, any advertising or promotional, relocation, reorganization, or anything na internally generated, expense yan. As long as it is difficult to reliably measure, it is expensed immediately. Okay. Next is research and development. So, sa research and development, of course, may dalawa tayong phase, research and then development. Okay, so, sa research and development, ang research phase ay laging expense. Okay, lagi siya expense as incurred because the company is still searching for new knowledge or testing new materials. And next naman is the development phase. Ito na yung application ng research phase nila. Dito, pwede tayo mag-capitalize as intangible asset only if tatandaan lang yung P rate. P, dapat may probable future economic benefit. I, may intention, makomplete yung asset. R, reliably measured. A, ability to use or sell. T, technical feasibility, kaya magawa. E, existence of resources to complete it. So, meaning, ang point lang dito is dapat may intent, magagawa, at reliably measured. If ever may isang mawala dyan, automatic expense and development phase. Okay. Next naman is research and development equipment and facilities. So, may chances na ang ginamit na equipment for research and development ay for only one project. If that's the case, then expense siya. Pero if may alternative or future use, magiging PPE na siya. So, never siyang magiging intangible asset, but there are cases na magtatanong ng expense, kung how much yung expense incurred, and then may nakita ka na nakalagay is alternative future use, automatic, hindi mo na isasama yung ginamit sa R&D kasi may alternative use siya. Or, otherwise, halimbawa, ginamit lang siya sa isang project, expense siya. Ganun. Next naman is yung patent. Patent is yung sa new inventions, di ba? So, if it's internally developed, meaning tayo yung gumawa ng patent, tayo nakaisip ng new invention, i-expense natin ng R&D, pero ika-capitalize natin yung mga direct legal and registration fees para ma-secure yung patent. So, yan, expense R&D, but capitalize direct legal and registration fees. So, usually naman dito sa intangible asset is more on lagi talagang kinakapitalize ang legal cost and registration fee para ma-secure yung patent. However, itong yung pag nililitis or may litigation, halimbawa is parang may gustong mag-contest na sila yung nauna dun sa patent, ganyan. Successful or not, lahat ng fees doon ay expense. Pero dati nakaka-capitalize yon. Pero ngayon, expense na lang siya lahat. Okay? Actually, may reason to kung bakit. Sinabi kasi dito na, whether it is successful or not, yung fees mo doon sa litigation, sa mga legal fees, parang wala siyang effect. Basta, di ko muna i-explain yun. Pero basta, pag about defending patent or any intangible asset, automatic expense siya. Okay, so ito yung dalawang valuation niya. Internal develop, matic expense ang R&D, pero capitalize ang direct legal and registration fees. Pero pag na-purchase or binili mo, kung ano yung purchase price mo, yun yung magiging value ng patent. So, halimbawa, sinabi na binili siya using notes payable, matic kung ano yung hindi carrying amount, kung magkano yung notes payable, so PV mo pa yan, PV1, PV-OA, yun yung magiging value niya. And usually, yun din yung mga tanong. So, yan, franchises. So, ito nga, capitalize the initial franchise fee. Yun yung, and then, basta, lahat ng initial franchise fee, yung naaral natin sa AFAR, yun lang yun. And then, lahat ng continuing fee based on sales ay expense. Ayan. Next, computer software. Ngayon, if ang computer software is an integral part of the hardware, like the OS, it is okay. So, halimbawa, alam mo yung operating system tulad ng Windows. So, PPE siya kasi kailangan mo yung Windows para magamit yung hardware. Gets? Ngayon, if it is not an integral part like MS Office, it is an intangible asset. So, basically, kung magagamit mo siya para sa company mo, PPE siya kasi nagagamit mo siya para mapagana yung hardware. Kasi yung Windows, siya yung nagko-command sa hardware para gumana. So, kapag wala yung Windows, hindi gagana yung hardware. So, parang yun, so, sabihin, kapag ganun yung nangyari, PPE siya. Pero kapag, halimbawa, gumagana naman yung hardware nang wala yon, pero nakakatulong pa din yung software para sa'yo, intangible asset naman siya dun sa part na yun. Next is trademark. Kapag binili ang trademark, ika-capitalize mo yung full purchase price. Pero pag internally generated, bawal mo i-capitalize ang kahit anong marketing. Ang ika-capitalize mo lang ay ang mga legal cost para ma-register yung trademark. Next, expense. I-expense mo lahat ng marketing or kahit anong pag-defend sa trademark, expense yan. Okay. Next is licenses. Medyo same siya sa franchise. Pero ang ika-capitalize mo ay initial franchise or license fee, and then anything na legal fee, and then expense ang lahat ng continuing fees. Okay, next. Ngayon, ito kasi, parang sinabi ko lang yung mga ika-capitalize, yung mga i-add mo sa initial recognition, and everything. Pero, ina-amortize kasi ang mga intangible assets. Kaya meron tayong amortization dito. Ngayon, meron kasi dalawa. Either finite or indefinite. Pag finite, meaning sinabi na, alam mo naman yan, na 5 years or 3 years. Kapag indefinite, ano siya, yun. Unless stated unless sabihin na nasira na or hindi na magagamit, continuous mo siya magagamit, even lifetime or hindi mo alam, basta ganun, indefinite. So, mga example ng finite useful life ay mga patents, copyright, limited franchise. I-amortize mo sila sa shorter ng legal life and useful life. So, legal life is yung halimbawa, meron kang right, binili mo siya, meron kang right to use that for like 4 years, pero ang useful life talaga nung copyright is 10 years. So, since mas short yung legal life niya, gagamitin mo yung legal life. Okay? And then, straight line method, and then, always assume that the residual value is 0. Yan. Next, pag indefinite life, of course, do not amortize dahil umaabot yan ng lifetime. However, they are tested for impairment annually. And then later, ikukwento ko rin po paano yung impairment. And then, ito yung parang pinakang summary. Yan, summary yan. So, ito yung sa, ito yung mga intangible asset, example, patent. Ano yung kakapitalize mo? purchase price or direct registration legal fee. Expense ang R&D. Amortization. Amortize over shorter of legal life or useful life. Yun na. But basically, summarization lang yan. And then, pag magsasagot tayo, dyan tayo titingin. Okay. Ayan. Impairment loss naman tayo. Ito yung paano sa impairment loss. Meron tayong golden formula. Literal na wala kang ibang titignan kahit PPE pa yan, kahit ano. Ito lang ang formula. Carrying amount less recoverable amount equals impairment loss. Ngayon, yung mga tanong, usually, ito, hindi mo ito agad makukuha. Ito, given. So, ito usually, magde-depreciate ka pa, mag-amortize ka pa para makuha mo yung totoong carrying amount bago mo ibabawas sa recoverable amount para makuha mo yung impairment loss. Ngayon, meron tayong CGU. Mamaya ko na ikakwento kasi mamaya ko na yan i-explain kasi merong swak na example para dyan. So, para ma-determine ano ba yung recoverable amount. The recoverable amount is the higher of the fair value less cost to sell or the value in use. Ngayon, ano ba yung value in use? Ang value in use formula ay either indefinite, kasi di ba may times na indefinite yung natin, yung mga intangibles, or finite, nabibilang mo, or pabago-bago yung cash flow. Okay? So, ang formula ng indefinite ay annual cash flow divide discount rate. So, familiar ba yan? Yan yung PV of perpetuity sa MAS. Kung saan kapag dinivide mo yung CF sa rate, makukuha mo yung parang cash, yung value. Ganun. And then, ito finite, normal lang siya. PV of OA mo lang. Tapos, kung ilan yung years, 22 years, 3 years, ganyan. Tapos kung magkano yung annual cash flow, binibigay yung annual cash flow. So, okay, okay lang yan. Okay, next. Now, pupunta tayo sa problem. Dito tayo sa problem number 7. Ang sabi dito, transactions during 2005 of Pink Corporation included the following. Basahin natin. January 2, paid legal fees. Okay, paid legal fees of 150 and stock certificate cost of 83,000 to complete organization of the corporation. Ayan, base dyan sa nabasa natin. Pwede ba siya maging intangible? Diba? Hindi. Kasi according dito, sa pinakauna natin cheat sheet, any startup organization cost are expensed immediately. So, lalagyan natin dyan. Expense. Yan, lakayan ko ng Ayan, expense. Okay, hired a clown to stand in front of the corporate office for 2 weeks and hound out pamphlets and candy to create goodwill for the new enterprise. Okay, so basically advertising to. And advertising and promotional costs are expensed immediately. So, expense. Next, patented a newly developed process with cost as follows. So, this is internally generated kasi they newly developed the process themselves. So, ayon dito sa ating cheat sheet, kapag ang patent ay internally developed, any direct legal and registration fees ay capitalized. So, ito legal, check. Registration, check. So, for a total of 492,500. So, that is the whole. Yan na yung magiging expense, yan na yung magiging ng patent natin. And then, it is estimated that in 6 years, other companies, so 6 years, yung yung buhay ng patent. Okay? Okay, next. Acquired both license to use special type of container and distinctive mark printer. Okay, so may license dito and then may trademark for a basket price of 6,000 shares for 50,000 pesos per share. The license is worth twice as much as a trademark, both of which may be used for 6 years. Later, mas i-expound natin yan. July 1, constructed a shed for 1.9 to house for experimental. Okay. Developed in future research projects, which means PPE. Okay. Incurred salaries for an engineer and chemist involved in the product development totaling. Okay, so salaries, so expenses yan sa development phase. Okay, sa development, since wala ito, lahat yan ay expense. Okay? Expense. Okay, now, sasagutan na natin yung mga per problem. What is the cost of patent? Number 1, cost of patent. Kung ano ito, yan na yun. Yan na mismo yung cost of patent. Kasi, yan yung legal fees, yan yung registration fees. So, ang cost of patent ay 492,500. Okay? Number 2, cost of licenses. Ito na yun, yung basket price na pinag-usapan natin kanina. So, 6,000 times 50 shares is equals to, magkano yan? Okay, so that is 300,000. Ulitin natin to. That is 300,000. And then, pero hindi, basket price kasi siya, di ba? And then, ang sabi kasi dito, the license is worth twice as much as the trademark. So, ang ratio ng license at ng trademark ay 2/1. So, which means to get the cost of license, 300K times 2 divide 3. So, 300 times 2 divide 3, that will be 200K. So, ayan, 200K, cost of license, cost of patent. Ngayon, magkano naman cost of trademark? So, ang cost of trademark ay 300K then times 1 divide 3. So, that is 100K. And together, yan ay 300K. Okay, next. Ngayon, what is the carrying amount of the intangible assets? So, ayan, meron, mag-ano tayo, di ba? Tawag ito, amortize. Okay, so, ang amortization, ang patent daw ay 6 years. So, 300K divided 6 years is equals to, divide 6. Ay, hindi yan, 300K pala. Ano ba yan? 492,500 is equals to 492,500 divide 6. 82,083. Pero that's not all. Kasi April 1 siya binili. So, which means, itong 82,863, yeah, ita-times pa natin siya sa, ano ba yun? January, February, March. 3. January, February, March. So, 9. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So, 9. So, times 9 divide 12 is equals to 61,562. Okay? And then, sa license naman tayo, ang license natin ay pares sila 6 years. So, 200K, 100K, divide 6, divide 6. Okay? 200. Or pwede siguro 50K na lang to. Tapos, times 8 divide 12. Oo nga. No need. Since parehas naman sila 6 years, pwede siguro gawin na lang natin tong 300K divide 6 is equals to 50K, diba? So, since May to, May, so times 8 divide 12 would be 33333. Pag-add natin yan, so 61562, that would be 94,895. Ngayon, magkano ba yung ano natin? Yung patent plus yung license and trademark? That would be 492,500 plus 300. Overall, meron tayong 792,500 na intangible asset before amortization. Pag binawas natin to, 792,500 minus 94,895. Yan. Makukuha natin ay 697,605. Ngayon, nakalagay ito ay 604 sa, ano lang yan, rounding of issues lang yan. Okay. Next naman na tanong is, what is the that should be expense? What is the foregoing transactions that should be expense? Okay. So, nakalagay naman dito sa atin yung mga kailangan i-expense. First is yung 150 plus 83. Lagyan natin isa-isa. 150, 83K. And then, yung sa clown, 10K. And then, yung candy, 5K. And then, yung total salaries na 1,750 million. Yan. 150 plus 83 plus 10K plus 5K plus 1,750 for a total of 1,998 million. 998 million. Ayan. So, ayan. Nakuha natin yan. And then, may problem number 8 pa tayo. Wait. Napapause ba to? Okay, wait. Babalik ako.